Hi, my name is Roy Weigberg, and for the last decade, I've been coordinating and leading the ESG and sustainability reporting and practices of ICL. Today, I wanted to talk with you about a very mysterious and elusive concept, sustainability. First of all, a penny for your thoughts. When I say the word sustainability, what do you think about? What's the first thing that pops into your mind? Is it maybe polar bears struggling on melting icebergs due to climate change? Or maybe it's a rainforest that we should all preserve to protect biodiversity? Or maybe, just maybe, you're thinking of human society and the need to reduce inequalities by providing accessible education and minimizing poverty. The truth is that sustainability is a very wide concept that relates to so many issues in today's world. It can even become too wide at times, making it potentially hard to decide on what to do next in order to achieve sustainability. Now, this is why the UN, the United Nations Organization, has decided to act and finally define what exactly is sustainability. In late 2015, the UN member countries have sat together and agreed on a list of 17 Sustainable Development Goals, or UN SDGs. As you can see to the left of me, these goals include high-level principles shared by all global nations, such as the need to minimize poverty and hunger, fighting climate change and the extinction of species, providing clean water and quality education to all, and others. All UN countries now agree that these vital goals are the collective meaning of the sustainability concept, and each member country periodically reports to the UN what it does to actually achieve these SDGs or Sustainable Development Goals. However, not only governments are expected today to exhibit their contribution to sustainable development. Large companies, such as ICL, are also expected to prove what they are doing for sustainability by diverse stakeholders, such as customers, investors, regulators, non-government organizations, and others. The SDGs have been becoming prominent in corporate responsibility reports and as part of the vision and mission statements of businesses across the world. The SDGs are even factored into research and development considerations and into the very core of business strategy undertaken by global companies. Now, at this point of the lecture, you might be thinking, well, all is that is very, very nice, but how is that relevant to me or to my coworkers? After all is said and done, we produce and sell fertilizers and specialty minerals. Does our activity really contribute to sustainable development? Well, it does. It really, really does. And let me give you a few good examples. Let's start with Zero Hunger, the SDG where ICL has the greatest impact. Many of our activities help strengthen food security around the world. Mineral fertilizers, such as potash and phosphate fertilizers, are responsible for over half of the world's food production. By supplying a significant portion of the fertilizers used worldwide, we are helping to increase crop yields and allowing the growth of affordable food for the expanding global population. Fertilizers allow to grow more food on existing agricultural land, thus preventing further conversion of natural habitats into agricultural land. Now, that being said, while agriculture is vital to mankind, it can also have a negative environmental impact when using fertilizers in the wrong way. We at ICL try to rise up to this challenge in several different ways. For instance, the specialty fertilizers that we produce and market allow for better growth of crops and grass and plants, potted plants, with less nutrients. Controlled release fertilizers, fertigation products, and wetting agents all allow growers to optimize their yields, reduce fertilizers use, and save irrigation water. This allows for precision agriculture, which greatly reduces the environmental impact of food growth on soil, air, and water bodies. The lowered impact also helps to preserve both terrestrial and aquatic life and to mitigate climate change. Another of our fertilizers which reduces environmental impact is polysulfate, which is exclusively mined and processed by ICL Bowlby in the UK. This unique fertilizer has 4 different nutrients already available in its natural stage, and it is approved for usage in organic agriculture in several different countries. It has an exceptionally low carbon footprint, helping to reduce the climate-related impact of agriculture. Furthermore, the agri-tech solution that ICL is developing are also aimed, among else, to increase precision agriculture and reduce impact, utilizing digital innovation to allow more informed decisions by farmers for their prospective fields and crops for their specific needs. Again, this would mean better yields and less environmental impact. We are also working towards zero hunger with various cooperations with various different partners. Our agronomists are relentlessly setting up throughout all these years thousands of field demonstration plots, working with local farmers and using balanced and more advanced fertilization techniques, thereby increasing food production and again, reducing environmental impact. Much of these engagement efforts are conducted in countries in Africa or in Asia, where traditional farming practices are more common. In this manner, we are helping promote advanced agricultural practices in all parts of the world, because zero hunger is a global concern. Zero hunger is indeed central to ICL's business, and not only through our agricultural activity. ICL specialty products help with, and specialty food products help with the vital global food industry, helping to feed the world. Among else, our products help to increase the shelf life of manufactured foods, allowing for more diverse nutrition around the world, and reducing food waste. Recently, our company has been expanding its offering of alternative, vegetable-based proteins that are virtually indistinguishable from traditional meat products. Replacing a hamburger with a veggie burger can do a lot of good for our planet. In addition to for the concern to the animals themselves, plant-based proteins sources consume much less water and produce much less CO2 emissions compared to the production of conventional animal protein, making them a more sustainable and less environmentally impactful food choice. Our products also help good health and well-being around the world. Take, for example, our Care Mug personal care product line, which is based on 100% natural-based minerals from the Dead Sea. Care Mug D is a natural hypoallergenic alternative for deodorants, and Care Mug B is an alternative for anti-rash baby creams. Both products have health benefits compared to the traditional alternatives. Furthermore, our flame retardants business unit has introduced in recent years a new generation of polymeric flame retardants, which provide superior fire safety benefits without potential environmental drawbacks like bioaccumulation. As part of our commitment to product stewardship, we are also working tight with our clients using the ICL-developed SAFER methodology. Together with our customers, we evaluate the flame retardant needs for their specific applications and are methodically assisting them to select the safest and most sustainable product for their specific usage in their specific products. As a company committed to reducing all aspects of its environmental impact, we have taken significant action to help the global struggle against climate change. Since 2008, we have already reduced our global greenhouse gas emissions by 24%, or over 1 million tons of CO2 equivalent emissions. We have converted almost all facilities in our Israeli plants to natural gas usage, significantly reducing both greenhouse gas and additional air emissions. We have also inserted new technology to eliminate hotspots of processed greenhouse gas emissions and have conducted global effective energy saving programs in all of our major sites abroad and in Israel. Furthermore, as renewable energy has increasingly become a viable option, our company has recently transitioned most of its European sites to 100% renewable electricity and plans to install solar energy capacity in several of our global sites in upcoming years. Our products can also be used for the global transition to a low-carbon economy, as we are developing a bromine-based battery solution designed to answer the increasing needs for renewable energy storage. We are deeply aware of the need for responsible consumption and responsible production, and have been taking great efforts in all of our global sites to reduce consumptions of energy, water, and raw materials, and to minimize outputs of solid waste, wastewater, and air emissions. In recent years, several of our global sites have been conducting circular economy initiatives aimed at closing the loop and using less raw materials, replacing them with recycled waste. In Amsterdam, we are testing phosphate fertilizer production using secondary phosphates that come from sludge and bone ash waste. In Terneuzen, the PS Loop project is retrieving bromine from outdated building insulation waste and using it to produce new generational flame retardants. In Israel, ICL Rotem is seeking and finding external partners that would use Rotem's own significant byproduct streams as input for their raw materials for their production. All our business units are involved in circular economy forums around the world, ever seeking the next opportunity to close the material loop and create a more sustainable industry. But let's not forget about the human aspect. In several regions where ICL operates, the company is an economic and employment pillar, being an employment of choice for 11,000 employees and providing indirect employment and livelihood for tens of thousands of additional families. The company invests significant resources in the development of its employees and in the welfare and well-being of its workforce. Our organization is also committed to diversity and to gender equality, and ICL management has set ambitious KPIs and targets for the increased percentage of women in all levels of management in our organization and for the increased inclusion of employees from underrepresented minority populations in our workforce. Now we've run out of time, and I have so much more to tell you. The Sustainable Development Goals are supported by many of our other activities, including those included in this Global ESG Week. Our commitment to top-tier safety performance and to advanced corporate governance practices. Our mechanisms and controls that ensure that we do business in an ethical fashion. And of course, the extensive community engagement activities and great volunteering work done by so many of yourselves. All those, they are all part of our contribution to the SDGs. Do you want to know more? Please visit our highly extensive and interactive corporate responsibility web report, which is publicly and easily accessible. So you see, we are all part of sustainable development. We are all making the effort, and we'll continue to do even more. Whatever business unit or site you work in, whatever country you are seeing this lecture from, our activities are making the impact. Together, we are helping improve our environment, our planet, and our society.